Ah, hola. Cuando tenemos nuestra visita con la señora Alejandra Rosales, Sebastián le preguntó una pregunta personal. Le preguntó esto: ¿cuáles problemas enfrentan los hispanohablantes en nuestra comunidad? Y ella respondió: la discriminación. En nuestro país todavía tenemos mucha discriminación contra nuestros hermanos. Aquí vamos a contar un cuento sobre la discriminación y la educación. Vale. En su primer año en la universidad, Chris va a tener su primera experiencia con la diversidad, algo que nunca ha experimentado en su pueblo pequeño.
I'm actually not from here. I'm from a small town a couple hours away.
Oh really? What'd you do for fun?
Not much. We had some mom and pop stores. Usually after school we'd go to this hot dogs joint and do our homework and then go to the creek right after that. There's usually not much to do.
Hola, hola, ¿quieres estudiar conmigo? Tenemos un examen el jueves.
Ah, sí, me gustaría estudiar contigo, yeah. Oh, casi se me olvidó. ¿Entiendes el capítulo 14 en la física?
Para nada.
Vale.
Hey, what are they doing?
Oh, they're just Spanish students. Kyla's a Spanish major and Catherine's from Honduras. This campus is really diverse.
Diverse?
Oh, well, some people usually choose their colleges based on how diverse they are.
But why does that matter?
Well, it matters because we have a lot of international students that come here, and obviously they experience culture shock coming to a new country, but also there's culture shock for Americans too, who don't know how to be around other cultures and how to, deal with that. I really wish we had a class for culture shock.
A class about culture shock, you say?
Many American students who move away from home to go to a diverse college receive a culture shock. This is more of a problem than we might think. Some students may not know much about other cultures and do not know how to deal with it. It is a natural feeling, but it needs to be addressed. Some students may even cause other diverse students a feeling of discrimination without realizing that they are inflicting these feelings on other people.
So this is why we want to propose here at East Tennessee State University a new minor. A minor in culture studies. The gen ed course that everyone will be required to take is Culture 1010, Crash Course in Culture Shock. So the culture studies minor at ETSU is going to help students become a little bit more accustomed to interacting with people from different cultures.
So Catherine, how does this help the Hispanic community?
An excellent question, Kyla. With the culture studies minor, we really want to put a focus on meeting new students. But Catherine, you're saying, you can already meet new students on campus. We have the International Buccaneer Buddies, and you're right, we do have IBB. However, that's usually a group setting, and a lot of times people are more comfortable in smaller groups or one-on-one. With the culture studies minor, we want to make sure that each student has an opportunity to meet one-on-one or in a small group setting so everyone's a little bit more comfortable. We can also engage in exciting projects by working with the LCRC and the Multicultural Center. For more information on service learning, please talk to Dr. Felipe Fiuza in the LCRC office. You can also learn about cultures in a comfortable environment, because sometimes one of the hardest things about learning cultures is just asking the questions. Nobody likes to look ignorant. And with the Crash Course in Culture Shock class, you don't have to worry about that, because the goal here is to learn about a new culture. And finally, study abroad connections. So by meeting new students and forming those close bonds and those close friendships, you have a friend in a country you plan to go to, because nothing is worse than going to a new country and knowing no one. It'd be nice to have someone to meet you at the airport, wouldn't it? Now then, ready for class?
I'm really glad that they have this class now at ETSU.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping they would get it soon.
Okay, welcome class. I'm so excited to have you all in culture studies. All right, I think we're going to have a great semester. So if you'll take out your textbooks, we're going to go to page 24. We're going to look at chapter 1. We're going to talk about cultural discrimination in America. This is our first unit. We're talking about Hispanic cultures. It's one of the largest cultures in America. Your first homework is due on D2L by midnight on Sunday. But you guys don't have to worry about that right now. Right now, let's focus on the moment. Alright, number 1. What is discrimination? Well, how can we prevent discrimination? I know it's a tough question. Should I give you the answer? You're doing it right now. With education. But you know where real learning takes place? It doesn't take place in the classroom. It takes place here.
Wow.
Yo, teach, what we learning today?
Do it.
Are you good?
No.
You're not good.
I've never been good.
Hold on, redo that.